What's up, y'all? It's your girl Melissa. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about commissions. Alright, you guys, so these past few weeks have been very hectic for me. I got the flu, I was so sick, I was dying for like 5 days. I'm still kind of recovering, I've been coughing here and there, but I feel much better. I've also been working on a lot of commissions lately, so I thought that I would share my process with you guys. I know a lot of you guys might be artists too, and some of you guys might be thinking about doing commissions, so I share my process. Maybe it'll help you guys figure out what your process could be. So I started doing commissions back in like 2015, and to date I've done like over 60 commissions. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's been like spread out over all these years. So by now I feel like I've honed down my process pretty good. So this right here is the latest commission that I've done, and in this video I'm gonna explain how I got this commission, my commission guidelines, my commission process, and how I do everything from start to finish. Alright, so like most of my collectors, this collector found me on Instagram. So like literally 99.9% of my commissions come from Instagram. People just see what I've been posting, they really like my paintings, and then they want to get something for themselves. So he DM'd me and he asked if he could commission a portrait of his girlfriend for his girlfriend's birthday. So the first step before I do anything is I always ask them for the picture. I need the picture that they want in order to give them a quote for the painting. And it's always best to get the picture first, because the more complicated the picture is, the longer it's going to take for me to make, and therefore the more money I'm going to have to charge them. So I always get the picture up front. So he sends me the picture, and then I ask him if he wants any specific colors or specific details that he wants me to include in the painting. So that way I know if he wants a bunch of different colors, it's gonna take me longer to do, and therefore I'm gonna charge him more. But in this case, he didn't ask for any specifications. So with that, I make it very clear, if you don't specify anything, that means that all creative freedom is in my hands. So next, I let him know that I offer 3 main sizes for canvases. So there's a small, which is 16 by 20, and then there's like the standard, which is 18 by 24, and then there's the large, which is like 24 by 32. And obviously the bigger size, the more expensive it's gonna be. So after I get all that information, they send the picture, they pick the size and all that stuff, then I'm able to give them a quote. Alright, so then it comes down to price. Price is a really tricky subject, and that's something that I think comes with a lot of experience as an artist, because it takes a lot of factors that you have to consider when it comes to your price. For example, for me, when I just got started, I was charging like 20-50 bucks for a custom painting. That is like really low, but I had no experience, no one really knew who I was just starting out, and that's what people were paying, so boom, all right. Like, this could be a whole complete separate other video right now about price, but for me it's just something that I put together through a lot of experience of doing commissions, like what people are willing to pay, how much time that it takes for me to do one painting, and my personal experience as an artist, because the more experienced you are, the more well-known you are, the more people are willing to pay for your work. But the main thing when it comes to commissions is that I make sure that I charge a 50% deposit for every commission. So before I even start working on it, the client has to submit 50% of the price. And that's just for security, because people do flop. They'll say they want to buy from you, you do the whole job, you come back 2 weeks later and they ghost on you. And like, if that happens, you just wasted all your time with someone that wasn't serious. So by charging a deposit, you wean out all of the non-serious people, and then you get the serious collectors. So I'm not gonna really say how much I charge for my commissions, because that number is always changing. Like, I wasn't charging the same 6 months ago from what I'm charging now. But you can kind of get a clue based off how much I charge for my original paintings. If you go on my website and you look at my originals, they're listed at like $500, $600, $800. So my commissions are in that ballpark. Alright, so once I've got my 50% deposit in, then I get to work. And I basically just do the same process that I do for all of my other originals. So here is the process of me painting this commission painting. Check it out, guys. Alright, so we're back, guys. I hope you enjoyed that little time-lapse video. And fun fact, the client actually requested that I make this video so that he could show it to his girlfriend too. So that was really cute. Okay, so back to my process. So once I've got the painting all finished, the next thing I do is I take a picture of it and I send the picture to my client. And then I wait to get their feedback of if they like it or anything like that. I do allow for them to make 2 small changes to the painting if they want me to tweak something here or there. But if they want me to change something really drastic, then I do charge them extra per hour for the changes that they want me to make. But in this case, the collector really loved it. He didn't want me to change anything, so that was lit. So once the painting is perfect, the next thing I do is I finish up the sides with like sleek black sides because I love how it looks just neat and finished off. So I paint all the sides black and then I spray the painting with like this gloss finish. So the gloss finish, it just like protects the painting for much longer and it makes it look like nice, shiny. It just looks better. The colors pop more and it lasts longer. So while that stuff's drying, I make the certificate of authenticity. So I print off this little cute certificate that just has like my name, the name of the painting, the size, when it was created, and all those details, so that the client can just have that, so it's like official, you know, official M.Falconer, and then I just sign that at the end. And I always like to let the client name their painting. So what do you want me to call this? I'll write that out on the back of the painting and on the certificate of authenticity, and that also gives that like personal touch. So now it's time to package up this piece and send it off to the customer. I'm a perfectionist. I like everything to look perfect. So I really like to paint my logo on the actual box that I ship it in, because it just looks amazing. Like, it looks so professional and like very on brand, and who wouldn't want a custom box? Like, it takes me like no time. I just sign the box with like red paint, and it comes out looking really cool. When the person receives it in the mail, they know exactly, boom, that's their painting that they ordered. So then I take the painting and the first thing I do is I wrap it in this special type of paper. It's called glassine paper. And basically glassine is kind of like a wax paper, but it's not wax. It's like a safe paper to put on top of your painting that won't like stick to it or scratch it or anything like that. So I wrap it in the glassine, and then I put these like picture corners on each corner, and that just protects it. Like, if during shipping it gets bounced around, like, it just protects the shape of the actual painting. And I just wrap it up in this plastic wrap. And then lastly, I stick the certificate of authenticity in there with a bunch of other goodies like stickers and stuff. And then I wrap the whole thing in this like huge roll of bubble wrap that I got from Staples. I just wrap it up so that it's nice and snug and protected. And like, I want to make sure that the painting just fits perfectly in the box, because if you leave any room for it to move around while it's being shipped, it could potentially get damaged, and nobody wants a damaged painting. Like, imagine how devastated you would be if you got a damaged painting that you just paid hundreds of dollars for. So yeah. So yeah, then I put everything together, and then the last thing to do is to ship it off. I started actually printing my own shipping labels here in my studio. I have this like label printer, and there's a service that I use that I could buy my shipping labels on. So I do all of that in-house because it's just way easier than going to the post office and standing in line for 20 minutes. So I take the label, print it off, and just stick it on the box, and boom, it's ready to be dropped off to the post office. I just have to walk in, drop it off, and it's good to go to the customer. So there you have it, guys. That is my whole commission process from start to finish. This whole process takes me about a week to do. It can take like up to 2 weeks depending on how big and how complicated the painting is, but this particular one took like a week. So if you guys have any questions about my process, just let me know in the comments down below. If you guys are interested in having a commission done by me, you can just email me your photos at mfalconer.art@gmail.com. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like if you liked it. Please comment if you have a comment. There's my sickness going. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys. Let me know if there's any type of process videos that you want to make about my life as an artist, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.